Hey y'all, hey, how are you? Good morning. Let's see if we are live yet. Are we live yet, y'all? Let's see. Yes, we are. We are live. Yay! Hello to Bria. Okay, I don't need to hear myself. Good morning, Bree. Thank you for being here today. Kathy Wiseman. Hello. I just said to Dolores, I hope that Kathy is here because she can help me. Bree, you can help me too. There's a couple of things I don't know much about. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Miss Heidi, how are you? Thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Hey, Miss Nettie, how are you? Y'all, I do not like my finger being on this thing, but I guess I don't have really a choice. I don't have a computer. I know, I need to get one of those. Hi, Miss Jane. How are you? Thank you for being here this morning. Y'all having a good Sunday? Y'all, I got so much done yesterday. I'm so excited. I feel so much better. It was a long week. It was a long, long week. Let me know how y'all are doing this morning. Dolo, good morning, Dolo. She's working in her damn den this morning. She is photographing and listing. I only have my phone. Oh yeah, Bree. So I have a computer, but it belongs to the school, so it's not like it would allow. I don't think it lets me broadcast. I think I tried that and it said something about it couldn't do it. I have another computer, but it is like Nettie says she's still in bed. The other computer is like 25 years old, so I'm sure it's not gonna stream. My mom talks to me about all the time about getting a computer, but y'all, I don't like change, and I don't like doing stuff that I don't know a whole lot about. So yeah, it's just not good. So I am excited to show y'all what I got today. Hey, listen, if you're joining us this morning, thank you so much for being here. If you did not see, there are two videos. Hey, Miss Pamela, how are you this morning? That precede this chat. One is It's a Packed House right here, and the other one says I have regrets. I have some regrets because I don't feel like I got everything that I should have gotten. I think that I was filming and there was so much. It was the third day. It was 50% off. Um, there were a lot of people. The house was still really full. I was trying to get content. She says she's chilling. Um, I was trying to get content. And I'm going to say, good morning, John. How are you? Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate you showing up for me this morning. Thank you. Um, and I feel okay. I'm going to share one thing with you that I was not paying attention, and that's the story of my life sometimes. And I didn't get the whole thing. And um, time for puppy bath, baby puppy name. You have a baby puppy? Miss Pamela, you have a baby puppy? Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. Uh, I want I want a puppy so bad, but I am not home. And they're not going to let me bring him to work. So I'm excited to show you. This house was, well, like I said, full. If you saw the shop along video with me, you saw it was a black lab. Miss Pamela, I have to show you. I'll send you a picture. Did you see that black lab plate? It's called What's a Mother to Do? It's one of the Bradford Exchange. Oh, it's so cute. It's a black lab and a black lab puppy. Oh, so cute. Um, those are the best. Love to swim. I know that. Love to swim. So I'm excited to show y'all a little bit more of what I got today. These are some of the smaller things. I got some small things. I got some big things. I know I can go, but the problem is I have a big car, like a truck, and I want to fill it up. I do go and take like certain blankets. They'll take certain blankets. They don't take pillows at ours. And I do sometimes do a like a donation. They give an Amazon wish list, or I just see dog food on sale and I'll pick it up and drive it over there because it's not even far from my house. So super excited. So LaDonna's getting her nails done today. Y'all, she is doing a big sale. Does anybody know where it is? I know she's not listening, but I don't know if it's on Dollar District's dollar auction or if it's on BAMP, but Donna by Bell Antiques is doing a really big sale. I think it's today. Um, so I think that it's on District, and I don't know if it's the dollar auction or BAMP. I'm so sorry because I just asked her, and I think she's driving, so she can't answer me. So, um, how's everybody doing? And thank you for joining. Make sure to give a thumbs up, like John said. Yes, I got big and small pretties. Absolutely. Um, oh yeah, that's right. You're on her Monday market. She invited me to a Monday market in July, and I think that I am doing the end of the month. Bella Rose is here, y'all. Bella Rose is here. So good morning to my mama. Remember, she can't, we're going to try to figure that out. Hey, Geneva, good morning. Thank you for being here. We're going to try to get Bella Rose back on YouTube when I'm there, if she'll let me touch her iPad. I don't know if she will do that. I got to find out. Um, I didn't see where LaDonna posted it. Let me double check because I saw what she was working on. Let me see. This says dollar auction starts 5 p.m. Central. Look at there. Dollar auction starts 5 p.m. Central. That's over on District. So y'all, I mean, I think she had like 60 or 70. Oh, look at that. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, that's at 5 p.m. Central. So she was getting her nails done today. She said she's going to turn it around so that the jewelry shows really, really well today. So make sure to go and support her. I usually let it run while I'm doing something else. And then when I hear something I'm interested in, I turn around and look. But I'm sure with that, I'm going to be pretty interested. So Dolores, did you hear that? Dollar auction on District. Tell her just to ship it here. I'll add it to your box. So I'm excited to show you the rest of what I got at the estate sale. Now it's been sitting here for a minute because honestly, y'all spent all day yesterday working. I think it was it two or three hauls? Yeah, John said, I heard it too. I got the items from England just fine. Yes, ma'am. Miss Pamela Dolores knows how to ship very, very well. I'm hoping that I can ship half as good as she does because she left me, her friend delivered a bag, and I've got to package it up and get it over to her. Um, yes, Kathy Wiseman says, good morning, Bella Rose. Um, that's Mama. She is here. She's just watching, and she will be. Let me turn it down because she'll be texting me during my live. I got my coffee this morning. I'm still drinking coffee. It's 11:11. Ooh, spirit numbers, angel numbers, good numbers. So again, this is an estate sale that I went to. I did a shop along. Make sure that you've watched that, please. And part one, which was on Tuesday. Part one of the haul was on Tuesday. And I hope when I'm done here that I will be able to film this epic garage sale. It was like they called it a house clearing. So it was around the corner. Shelly had told me about it. Hey, fly girl. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? Aren't you in Cali? How's Cali doing these days? And she told me to go. I never could, I didn't know where it was, even though it's around my neighborhood. And she goes, go check it out. And so I thought it was one, but it wasn't one, it was another one. And I went there, and oh my gosh, let me just say, I ran into an artist's house and picked up some art. So, which is a great segue because I'm going to show you something that I purchased. So, I did not buy this picture. My granny, it's a bad angle, isn't it? My granny actually painted this. Now, mom, is this one of her homesteads or her houses, or just something that she painted? So my granny, Miss Irene, she painted this, and I have several of her pictures, but I was looking for frames because I want to make a gallery wall of all of her pictures, and a lot of them don't have frames. She probably would buy pictures at a garage sale for about 25 cents. Mom said, take out the canvas, paint over the canvas, paint her own pictures. So I have a lot of her oil paintings, and you see them throughout my house, but I'm really enjoying them. So I did find at the estate sale, and I have no idea how much I paid for it. I just bought it because I thought it would fit. So this is a 16 by 20. It is a house that was on her parents' property, mom said. House that was on her parents' property. So she did paint this. Very, very talented. I cannot do that. But the frame, I saw it and I was like, it's got to fit one of those pictures. So I ended up picking the frame up. And again, I don't know how much I paid for it. There was just so much, but it's a solid wood frame, and I think it fits perfectly. It still needs to be cleaned up. I just wanted to see if it would fit the picture, but I think it fits it perfectly. I love the pieces that are all messed up right there, the scratches and stuff, but I'll probably wash it and maybe hit it with a little Old English. Oh, you got some sun today in Cali. We get sun all the time here, girl. But I'm going to hit it with a little Old English just to put a little bit in the wood, some oil in the wood, and I think it will be pretty. And I'm going to try to do a art gallery wall in what I call the family room. It's a spare room, but it has all my family stuff in it. My great grandmothers, my grandmothers, my grandfathers, my uncles, stuff from my mom. It's got all that kind of stuff in there. So that was one of the first things that I did when I got home is see if this frame would fit, and it does. So again, thanks for being here today. I got littles and I got bigs. I'm going to go into the box first. Now they have price tags on it. It was 50% off day. However, there are multiple price tags on things, and some things have no price tags. So I have no idea. I think this was right. And remember, it was 50% off day, but it's a big old bag of the what do you call that stuff, y'all? Bias tape and rickrack. So even if I paid $5 for it, which I don't think I did, I think I paid 50% off. There is one. Oh, I like these. Two. These make great little additions to. I used some of these in an ephemeral bowl challenge that Katie did one time. There's three. Okay, so this one is. These two are newer because they have a thing on it. They have a barcode. Sorry, y'all. All right, and then this one. Look at the hairdo. The hem tape. That's hem tape. This is just a little piece of a ribbon. Ooh, look at the gold. Hey Heidi, how are you? Good morning or good afternoon to you. Look at the gold rickrack, y'all. That'll be pretty in an assemblage. And I got a couple of those. So that's kind of what I was looking at for because y'all, I'm gonna try to do an assemblage. in my free time. I got some orange, which is what looked really good in the Halloween display. We call this Beth Blue. Here is some navy, some wide. I like the wide too, the green. This is the bias tape. Look at the rickrack. I like this so this would look cute in St. Patrick's Day. Oh, look at this little seam binding that's like a lace. Look how pink, that's pink. That would look cute at Easter in a little display. This one is baby rickrack. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now, I've never seen the baby rickrack. I've seen the regular rickrack. This one is black. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Thank you for being here this morning. So there was a bunch of this. Oh, I love that little satin ribbon. I like to put that on my packages. There's some red and there's some more black. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 little pieces in there. That was pretty good. I like to keep the ones that are sealed because you can add those to like a sewing box to make a little sewing lot. The baby rickrack is very desirable because it isn't made anymore. Well, there you go. Thank you for that information. I'm going to be honest, baby rickrack is probably too tedious for me to work with. I like this regular size and I love the gold. I haven't seen much gold. So I thought that was a pretty good pickup. Pick that up. Let me show you these salt and pepper shakers. Y'all gonna help me out. These are made in Japan. They're marked Japan on the bottom. But what is it? Squirrel, jackrabbit, squirrel rabbit. What is the animal? They do not have their corks, but what is that, y'all? It can't be a rabbit because of the ears. I mean the tail, but it can't be a squirrel because of the ears. A big-eared squirrel. That's what I said. Oh, they're using it in junk journals. Well, thank you for that. Yeah. Um, I may bring some of that to Angie's Monday market. I know she does some stuff. So y'all let me know what you think these animals are. I don't. I asked Cheryl, Shiny Squirrel, if they were squirrels, and she was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm gonna reach down in here. Oh, I love these. I love this one. Um, this is going to be, I'm going to put this out. That's a weird breed. Yeah, I, I agree. I like, who makes this, y'all? What is a jackalope? A jackalope. Okay, jackalope. I think I've heard that word before. I can't remember who does these, but I've had a couple of these. I'm going to put this out. Oh, let me see. It says on the bottom. Oh, it's the Dear God Kids. This is a 1982. I was going to say the one that I had was about Dear God, thank you for my teacher. Dear God Kids. This one is, it says, Dear God, when you were making things like the earth and the sky and the birds and everything, I'm so glad you remembered to make grandmas too. Oh, so sweet. So this will be perfect near Grandparents' Day. I have a couple of other things that are grandparent related. So I picked up this. I like the little footing on there. So 1982 grandparents. Let's see. Well, you know what? I don't even have any grandparents left, do I, Mom? Wow. Forgot about that for a split second. All right. What's in the bag? I have no idea. So let me see. It's wrapped in it's wrapped in paper towel. I don't know what it is, to be quite honest. Oh, there's multiple pieces. Hope something's not broken. I don't know how long that's been sitting there. There's a lot of pieces in here. Okay, that's it. They're all wrapped up like this. Let's see. At least they tried to wrap it up. Oh, I'm so sad. Cheryl's at a meeting right now, but look at this. It is a glass squirrel. Look at that. I don't even know if I showed her that when I picked it up. Look at that little blue glass squirrel. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? She said, I'd be afraid to stick my hand in there. Well, I mean, it was clean. I do remember them wrapping it up, but I didn't remember what was in there. Oh my gosh, that's really good. I forgot about that. We'll just use that toilet, that, what do you call this? What is the word? Paper towel. We will use these paper towels to wipe down the dashboards in the car. Oh, this is sweet. Looky, Mom. It's an August angel. My mom was born in August. Her birthday's in August. Let me see. I don't think it has, there's a little price tag on here. Let me see. Uh, does it have a, oh, I hope you did not put the tape over the word August. That would be bad. I need my undo. Oh, it's not marked. See, had a little spot right there. But her little wings are intact. Her little flowers intact with her little side eye. She's super cute. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember this. Look how darling this is. It's a black boot planter. Y'all, this is super cute. Look at the detail on the heel part right here. I don't know if this is Shawnee or I'll have to look. I don't remember. It does have a little chip right here, but I can fix that. Plus, if you put a little bottle brush tree in there, you can make a little assemblage. I'm so sure that's what I was going to do. So sure. All right, these are things. Oh my gosh, I so forgot about this. This is the best. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Y'all look at this. Patent TT. I don't know. I guess it's patent pending. It's knotters. Salt and pepper deer knotters. Look at that. This whole house was filled with this kind of stuff. Isn't this awesome? Oh my gosh, I got to get it cleaned up. There does look to be, is that a crack or maybe there's a crack right here, but it goes all the way up. Oh, don't drop. So here's the little piece. And I guess you put the salt and pepper in here. Something exciting is coming. What is it? Oh, the knotters. But look at them. Oh my gosh. Are they not darling? There is a little crack right there. But it does say salt and pepper right here. Y'all, look how cute. Look at that. I love those. It's not even marked, so I'll have to ask LaDonna about those. Those are super cute. All right, let me show you. Okay, this, I'm not sure if I'm going to get, oh, when you go, oh my. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get rid of this. I'm really not. I love it. It's a wall pocket. Dolores, it's a wall pocket, but look, it's like a cuckoo clock with the birds on there. And it has the little pine cones, you know how the clocks do. Look at that. Isn't that cute? It's a wall pocket. Now, I did pay up for this, but I'm not really sure that I'm going to be able to get rid of it. Dolo, do you see this wall pocket? Oh my gosh. Look how darling that is. Of course, I'd have to put some faux stuff in there because but it's in pretty good shape. This is like a chalkware. This is like chalkware, and then it's on a glazed piece. I don't know if it's been added. It does look like it's been added. Isn't that super cute? This is super, super cute. That is darling. All right. Okay, let's see what else. What else do I have in the box? In the box. Oh, some buttons. Look at this bag of buttons. And all of these buttons appear to be on the cards, which I have come to learn is more desirable when you get a bag of buttons. Let's see what we got. These are metal buttons. Y'all, they were only 49 cents. So these are metal. These are button covers. Here's some more button covers. I got some pink buttons. I got some brown. Oh, that says wood. That says wood buttons. There's some more pink. They're guaranteed washable. Yeah, that's really super cute. Look at these little round ones. They were probably on a sweater. I got some yellow buttons. I got some washable La Petite. Those are like a purple color. Those are really pretty. Those will make great flowers. You know how they do the flower bouquets? Some grayish black. There's some gray ones. Guaranteed washable. Choice of smart women for more than 85 years. These are La Mode. Oh, these are made in Holland. It says on the back right there, Holland. That's cool. Our air conditioners are already running. Thank you, Miss Linda. Don't forget thumbs up. These are from New Jersey. I just love a bag of buttons. Me and my granny used to play with buttons for hours. Here's some more purple ones. Oh, here's some red ones. Those look good when you do like a red, white, and blue. Put these in a wire flower frog or just like in a little vignette on your tiered tray. Oh, speaking of a little vignette, did y'all see my short and my reel? I think it is Show Off Your Vintage 25. I ended up yesterday, so I got that whole bag of buttons. I ended up doing a little short and reel yesterday because I was changing out the tablecloth, and it is going to be, hold on, let me check. It says Show Off Your Vintage 2025. So yesterday I changed out the tablecloth because I have a cross-stitched tablecloth that has flowers on it from my dad's mom. And so I like to put that out in May because April showers, May flowers, right? And it's red, white, and blue too. So it kind of gets me through the summer. But yesterday I really didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to put on my tiered tray. So I was like, oh, I don't want to use my tiered tray. And then I started looking around and I've got so many of those plates that I haven't put on my plate wall yet. And they make a little vignette on the top of what I'm calling, I don't even know what you would call it. It's really a dresser, but I use it to store serving platters and stuff in it, kind of like a buffet. And my cow creamers. And so I did it running down the center of my table, and I thought it was super cute. I'm doing Vin Not Yet sales on Whatnot, all the components for vignettes. Oh my gosh, Bree, that's super cute. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Good morning. Thanks for being here. We've seen a bag of buttons so far, a bag of rickrack, and I found out about baby rickrack. And so far, I don't know if this is my favorite. This one, which is a wall planter. Oh my God, a wall pocket. Or look at these knotters, Kathy. Look at these little deer knotters. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. Um, and this reminds me of Margot with the little black boot. Um, so thank you, Linda. So I decided, you know what? show off your vintage. How are you using your vintage? Do a little reel, post a few pictures, do a short. People love to watch shorts. So if you're a YouTube person, if you're a content person, shorts do very well. So do a little short real quick that shows off maybe a vignette or how you're using your vintage. I check out my short and my reel on Instagram. It's even on Facebook. But it was really cute how to use the plates and the cow creamers and the single salt and pepper shakers. I have several of those. So y'all jump on board. Let's do a little summer easy fun collab because everybody's busy and everybody's tired. I know that much, but we're already decorating anyway. So it's an open collab to anyone, pictures, reels, videos, shorts, anything you want to do. And you can just keep adding to it. Just use the hashtag show off your vintage 25. So hashtag show off your vintage 25. And let's just kind of show people how we can use this vintage for everyday decor. And it's really simple. Thank you, Heidi. I'm glad you'll be participating. Make sure to use the hashtag so that people will know. I've got one more little vignette that I'm going to show. And literally, it's just how I didn't have anything to put there, but it's vintage that I have in my dining room already. And a lot of people will stage their stuff and look really good. All right, speaking of vintage, let me show you this. I don't even know how much I paid for this, but look at this. It's a pick, right? It's a little pick, but look at that Santa. Oh my gosh, I have to do something special with him. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Sharing by email or Instagram. Put it on Instagram and it's going to be hashtag show off your vintage. Nobody has time for a big collab to participate, make a whole video, but a lot of people can post pictures. A lot of people can do a short. I know YouTube content creators like to do shorts, so you can do that, and it's really a lot easier. So yeah, show off your vintage 25. It's really quick. So shorts can be 15 seconds up to 3 minutes, and then your reels are about what, about 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes or so. It's really cute, really easy to do. All right, let me show you a piece of jewelry that I picked up. I don't think this one is marked, but look at this little red-eyed, red-nosed poodle with the rhinestones right here and on the tail. Little brushed gold tone. I think that's a poodle, right? That's a poodle. It's a little pin, probably about an inch. It's an older little pin. I don't see a maker or mark on there, but isn't that cute? What'd you say? I'm not that smart. Girl, you can do it. You can do it. Dare to short film suggestion. Dare to short film separately, opening one cabinet door at a time to which you haven't opened in with your comment narrative as you rediscover. Yeah, if you know it's in there, show it off. Show off your vintage. Let's see. Let me reach back in the box. Y'all, there's a box right here. And honestly, I should probably look into it before I. Yes. Hey, Randy, how are you? Okay. I had to get this. Do not ask me why, because I don't have anything to use it with except maybe my Cabbage Patch baby. I have a Cabbage Patch doll signed and stamped from Baby General, Cabbage Patch Land. But y'all, look at this dress. Look at this darling dress. This stuff just kills me. And then look down here. Look at the little deer. Look at the little deer on this dress. It's a Tiny Tots original. It's what the sticker says. What does it say right there? I can't read that. So little. But look at this little button in the back. Y'all, I didn't get to have babies, but I love me some baby clothes. When I got my Cabbage Patch doll, it was all the rage. Um, it's one of the cloth face originals that my mom just, I wanted one and she went to bat for me. I was one of the many times, but she went to bat for me and got me that really expensive baby doll. And I loved her and loved her. And y'all, I used to work or have birthday money and save my birthday money and buy her clothes from Belk. I bought my baby doll clothes from Belk. Do y'all remember Belk? It's a department store. But look at that. Let me see. I guess it's machine done, right? That's machine done. But this is darling. This is absolutely darling. I think bring back the real baby clothes. Bring back the real baby clothes. You have 50 babies of all kinds. I just got a couple. I'm going to post. I started a little short. I'm going to post one today um, to show you kind of what I'm up against in this staring at me, looking at them. Yeah. Yeah, me too, Heidi. I would love to see that. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you something that I have never seen. Have I seen the thing? Yes. Have I seen the color? No. Maybe y'all have. I don't know. It is a pink glass flower frog. That is pink. Pink, pink, pink. It is in perfect condition. I did pay up for it, but I have never seen a pink. And when I say pink, it's pink like this pink. It is. I've seen ones that glow. This one does not glow. No. Speaking of, I've seen other colors, but not pink. Me too. Kathy, I've seen green. I've seen somebody had a cobalt blue, but it wasn't like this. It's still a flower frog, but I've never seen pink. I was like, I have to have this. I really need to have this. Why? There's no flowers here. But a pink flower frog, how darling is that with the little pick? Where's the little pick? So, like, if you can find some Easter picks, oh my gosh, how cute would that be with Easter? Is there an Easter pick in here? I thought I got an Easter pick. Um, how darling would those be with the Easter pick? I have some clear ones too, but honestly, my clear ones sell really well at my booths. So this is what I'm talking about. If you just have a clear flower frog and you use the little things to put, like a lot of them I will put stir sticks in, vintage stir sticks. I did that in a bar vignette. I created like a little vintage bar vignette. I had a clear one and I put a bunch of vintage stir sticks, like liquor stir sticks. I put those in there. You can put the little clips and put pictures in there. You can put the pics in there. You can put marbles on here. I use them 4th of July on the center of the table or the center of my tiered tray, and I put the little flags in there. Um, so yeah, I think this is just a simple way to show off your vintage 25. Hashtag. All right. Let me show you something else. Oh, I need your help with this, y'all. Y'all help me out on this. So this has a price tag of like $199 on it, but I did not pay $199 for this. See, $199. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here this morning. I'm going through an estate sale. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Estate sale haul. Hey, Wolves, how are you? Thanks for being here today. I don't know what I've done. I need to make myself big again. I don't know what I did. Thanks for being here today. Okay, so these have a price tag of like $199. And the lady was like, I can't believe anybody hadn't picked those up. And I'm like, well, I'd pick them up, but I wasn't really sure what they were. Um, I got them for, I think, 250. I could have gotten them for $5 each. Let me just show you. No, I did not. I did not hear. Is he okay? I have not been on YouTube in a while, and I have not been able to watch because it's the end of the school year. Oh my Lord, I had a headache 2 days in a row, and I never have headaches. I hope he's okay. Okay, let me show you these. These are glass. Everything is glass. This is glass. This is glass. This I don't think is glass. And then they're on in these little tiny metal or glass, I'm sorry, glass little tiny vases. I mean, little tiny. And then they have metal pieces here. So I got this one and I got this one. Aren't they beautiful? These are all glass. That's all glass. Sure, especially if we need prayer for him. Um, Look at this. Or something to celebrate. Look at this little tiny, this is like a little glass. And again, it's marked $199. And then look at these. Um, Look at the little petals on that. That's cobalt blue glass. So do y'all know anything about that? Look at the leaves. They're like teardrop shaped. So I have no idea what these are. So if you do, let me know. But I picked up, of course, I picked up the blue ones. They're different. They are gorgeous. Do you know what they are? Does anybody know, or have you seen them? And see, there's just like a little pin in this. And oh, sorry, it's a little pin in there. And that's the little center of the flower. Now, everything is on a wire, so you can move it around. He was involved in an accident at work and had second and third degree burns all over almost 50% of his body. Oh my gosh, definitely praying for him. Definitely praying for him. Um, oh, sorry, let me backtrack and then we'll get back to that. Um, LaDonna said it's going to be on the dollar auction of district. Okay, I think I got it, LaDonna. I think we said that. So y'all let me know. I mean, I did not pay $199 for them. However, the lady was totally shocked that nobody had picked that up. Definitely, y'all be praying for Mr. Steve from the Weathered Fence Post. I know they are, they have a YouTube channel as well. And they are friends of, they do a lot with Bat Thrift Crazy, Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy. So they've been friends for a while. So definitely add them to your prayer list. That's awful. I hope he recovers very quickly. All right. Let me show you this. Y'all, I don't know if you saw the shop along. If you didn't, please go back and watch that. I don't know what's happening with YouTube, and I typically rarely ever bring anything like this up. But in like one day, my subscriber count went way, way down, like 20 something subscribers. And I don't have any copyright strikes or anything like that. So I think that because the weather is getting nicer and there's softball at the end of the year and graduation and all those things, people like me are not watching YouTube as much. And so I think that as if you don't have people that consistently watch, and I know YouTube does this from time to time, they just unsubscribe you. Because as a matter of fact, I watched a video on a Saturday, went back to watch the same person's part two on a Monday or Tuesday and was unsubscribed for them. It was not in my notifications. And I looked and I was unsubscribed. So I know Kathy and Joanne and lots of people have channels. So please, please, please. Oh, Miss Pamela says that has happened to her. Please go in and make sure that you're continually subscribed. And I tell people all the time, look, just put it on, right? If I have a new video, just put it on and listen and work, or put it on and let it run. Even the commercials and things, because that's how once you get your compensation, that's how you're compensated for your time. Is I lost 6 people, including myself. Kathy. I've lost my phone and I was talking on it. I was like, I can't find my phone. I literally was talking on my phone. So yeah. So y'all just make sure if you enjoy a content creator, make sure that you're still subscribed to them, because it has happened to me. I went to watch somebody. I watched them on a Friday, went back, and I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I was going to be like, oh, let me finish part 2. I didn't finish. And I was like, where is it? Where is it? And I was unsubscribed to them, and just that fast. So make sure. Okay. But if you saw the shop along video, you saw that I went into this room that was rather dark where all the Christmas was. And I'm about to show you some good Christmas. And there was this in the corner, like behind the door, there was this table. And then beside the table was this baby crib. And in that baby crib was a ton of plushies. Well, as I started moving through the plushies, because I know like there's a couple of plush that do really well for me. I started seeing the older babies. Y'all, look at this. Look at this baby. So I'm thinking it's a baby in a bunny suit. The little material is torn right there. I do not sew. Or it's a puppy. Is this a puppy or a bunny? It's pink. But look at this rubber-faced baby. I'm getting stuff in my coffee. Look at that. And immediately I thought of an Amber Amy, right? You love her. Isn't she darling? And and she's got still good stuffing. Now the neck is a little wobbly, but all babies have wobbly necks, right? Isn't she darling? She's in really good condition. Now I'm going to be honest, I'll probably wipe up her face, but that's all I'm going to do. I love a rat-a-tat baby. You say bunny. I love a rat-a-tat baby, and I've never probably ever found a rubber-faced baby ever, ever, ever. So I was just throwing stuff, and you hear me gasp several times because, like I just did when I wanted to show you something really good, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I always whisper. I don't know what that's about, but who else does that? There's somebody else that does that. Um, Here's a little that I found, not marked, but you have to get a baby kitten. You have to. See, Heidi says a bunny too. So I don't think this is a Hagen Renegar or anything like that. I just think it's a really darling small. And quite honestly, y'all, I need to do a smalls sale because I got a ton of smalls. I do still have, look at these Hagen Renegars. This is a retired set that Karen K just picked up. The detail in these Hagen Renegars, oh my gosh. So this is a mama and a baby frog. Karen K just picked those up at one of my last sales. So another thing, bye Kathy. See you later. Um, thank you. Okay, so I picked this up with a purpose. I'm going to do something with these. Let's all say it together. In my spare time. Dolores laughs every time I say that. This also made me think of Margot, because look at this. Look at this. They're baby shoes. But I love the design on there, like a little Mary Jane, right? Aren't these like a little Mary Jane buckle shoe? And I'm going to do something fun with those. Um, I'm gonna do something fun. I haven't decided what. They still have their little buckle. They're in great condition, but I wanted to show these. Those are super cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, but I'm going to do something with them. So thank y'all for joining me today. I got some really good stuff. And if you want to see the first part of it, go watch the next video. All right, let me show you two brooches that I got that I thought were pretty cool. Now the stone might be loose out of one of these. I think it's the brown one. Look at those. Dolo, look at these brooches. These have to be from the 50s. They have that V clasp on them, rollover clasp, but the V back, and they're layered. And these are metal, so it's 3 layers of metal, and it has movement, so they do spin. And then there's a stone in the center. And I think this stone may be a little loose. I couldn't remember, but look at the colors of that. So I did pick up these two just because I thought they were really cool, and I know that Dolo would approve. Dolo would approve. Look at that. 3-layer plus a stone, V-back from the 50s, excellent condition. I've not seen one like this, so had to pick that up. I got some good stuff, y'all. I got some good stuff. Somebody is messaging me. Who is this? Hold on, let's see. Oh, it's Angie. Angie, I'm on live, girlfriend. She's messaging me. Oh, you've been growing a brooch collection? So I got this one and the blue one. Oh, the blue one is so bright. Oh, yeah, a little purse or a jean jacket. And then this teeny one, I got the little, oh, wait, the little dog. Look at that for red, white, and blue, y'all. Look at that for 4th of July. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute on a little white sweater. And of course, this is autumn. So Dolores is probably going to be all over that. An autumn brooch. All right, let me show you some Christmas that's pretty fragile. And then I will move these out of the way. I got a couple of these. These are very, very thin glass tree toppers. Look at that. Now, they're not in a fabulous shape, but they're old. They are like a hand painted or a dipped design. They do have a wonderful, look at all this crackle and crazing. You see me shaking because I think they're blown. I'll have to ask LaDonna, but this looks like where the tip is broken off. You see that little piece of glass at the top? Like a little bubble at the top? Look at that. I need to get some type of dowel or something to be able to display those. I know some people use the spikes, receipt spike strip things, but I don't have one of those. I had a short one, but I sold it. And now I think I need to do like a little, you know how they used to make, what is those Tinker blocks or whatever? They were the circles. What is that toy called? When it had the circle and the holes around and you put the pegs in them. That's kind of what I envision holding these up so that it would have a flat base, a little stable it in case it got a little heavy. But I have never found a glass tree topper. And not only did I find one, but I found two. Look at this yellow one. Oh my gosh. And you can really see. Ah! Oh gosh, I thought that was a bug falling out on my hand. It was a piece of tape, but I almost threw this. I was like, don't let it go. Oh my gosh. So you can really see the little bubble of glass right at the top. I know, like several in a row. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They are the same size, the same shape, different design. This one's bulbous area is a little bit bigger. And then this one's neck is a little bit longer. And you can see they're a little bit designed differently. But I mean, I believe that they're blown. I do believe that. So I found these under a whole bunch of stuff on a table. There was stuff sitting on top of them. I know. You can't. And then that's when I was like, oh my gosh, in the video, because it was dark in there and I really couldn't see. And then I was kind of moving stuff. So that's a big thing, especially when people have shopped and shopped and shopped. They run out. I'm surprised they weren't broken too. But they are not chipped. They are not cracked. Now this one, because it has the red on the outside, but I like the little crazing that's in that. I like that. I did get one more. Ooh, they got my nose itching, which I thought was super cool. This is a topper, but I want to say it's a light topper. Look at this. This is a candle. It's it's glass with this beautiful blue, and then there's the glass bulb at the top, like where they strung it off, but the glitter, and it's got the glitter and like the wax coming down. Now, I don't know if this was a topper or like a bulb, like a bulb encasing, but I don't know how bright it would be because the paint on this is really, really good. It says we were extra careful with our hand blown tree topper. I've never seen any, I know I've seen some of the other ones, but I've never seen anything like this. So I do have to do a little research to see if it maybe was a bulb, or wouldn't it be pretty if there was a whole bunch of them? Ugh, sadly, there was only one. Yes, and you did hear my heart skip 5 beats because I have been cradling these in this. That's what they were in, with a bunch of stuff laying on top of it. And I started moving like this basket that had, it was a basket that had like wooden ornaments and stuff in it. There you go. So I am going to move that over here. Ah, moment of silence. Moment of silence. So y'all, I got some stuff I have never seen before, especially this is probably the thing that I have really never seen. Now, I've seen those and not been able to afford them even at estate sales. But it was 50% off day and I did pay up for them, but oh well. I mean, I've never seen them. But this is pink. Oh my gosh. And then the knotters, I have never seen them when you have both of your knotters in there. And then these glass pieces, I didn't know anything about that. All right, here's my regret, y'all. Let's talk about my regret. So you hear me gasp, and it's like, oh, do you see that? And I said, I'm almost running. It was behind the door on a little fold out card table. And it was propped up. Look at the box. Look at the box. So when I first saw it, my only thought was, oh my gosh, I want that box. Oh my gosh, I want that box, because I know it's rat-a-tat, like it's coming apart, but the graphics on this box, oh my gosh, the color, the graphics. You know how me and Cindy from Mimi's Treasure Cottage are about a box, but it's just everywhere, right? The goodness is just everywhere. So it says, looks like it might be a whoop. It's an owl, but it's not. It's a clown. So let me tell you the regret. I get home and realize this is not an owl, a woot woot. It has the original cellophane with it. The box is pretty destroyed, but I think that if I could make it like a diorama picture frame, this can go back down. We may be able to save that, but if we couldn't, then we could use all of this, right, for something, and just keep this piece right here. So then when I realized it's a clown, hey, Christy girl, look at this, Chris. I love a box. You know I love a box. We could put Tippy's face through there and he would be so cute, like a picture frame. Wouldn't that be darling? So I get the costume. I'm not going to be able to drink that coffee. Stuff is flying into it. I get the costume. I do think the costume is cute. It's a little clown costume. I do think I'll probably take it out of this box and hang it up because I love this part. The problem is, here's the regret. Hold your breath. Y'all, on that table was the mask that somebody had taken out of the box. I even hold it in my hand and say, "Oh, this is cool. It doesn't have a price on it." Clown is sorry. I mean, it's scary. I take it and I say, "Oh my gosh, I like this too, but it doesn't have a price," and I set it down. I did not, because I was so focused on the owl, I did not understand that this was the whole thing in the box. When I got home and realized as I'm watching the video back to edit it, that the mask was also there and somebody had just taken it out of the box. And because it even says with mask, I left the mask. I left the mask. I was sick. I was absolutely nauseous when I realized that the mask was there and in really good shape. I picked it up, I put it to the side and got sidetracked with the stuff in the crib, the rubber faced baby, and forgot to go back and didn't read with mask, didn't realize that it was a clown, was more focused on this, y'all. Put a fork in me. I was absolutely finished. Well, the I know. So the deal with that is it was the last day. I don't know if it was a clean out or just an estate sale. If it's a clean out, they probably just threw that away. If it and then use this because that means they get to clean out and they have a store. They have a couple of stores in Wharton, Texas, and they probably got it or they probably threw it away or somebody probably picked it up or I just know that and this was not close to me. I traveled for this one. I was so sick and nauseous that I was like, oh, pay attention. I was so mad with myself because I was just doing 50 other things. And that's what happened. So I'm going to say, as excited as you get when you see something like this, and I was super excited because I wanted the box. I never saw this part right here and never saw this part right here and didn't put two and two together. So when you're shopping, take your time. Take your time. That's why I go back and forth so many times. My dad picks on me because I touch everything, but that's why from now on, I can promise you I'm going to hold that mask in my hand. And even the elastic was good. Even the elastic. So huge regret. I have to be like, okay, yeah, it does stink. It stinks big time because it was a cute little mask. I mean, for a gross, scary clown from what, 19? What are these from, y'all? The 50s, 50s, 60s. It doesn't have a date on it. It fits children 45 to 50 inches tall. It was a medium. The fact that they saved all this stuff, um, it says, what, hold on, I missed yours, Randy. Well, there's still the potential to instead use clown makeup. Yeah, that's true. I just kind of thought I actually might stuff that little, like hang it up. So 50s, 60s, yeah, I'm thinking like the 60s because it had a plastic mask. Um, I'm thinking I might be able to find another mask somewhere at another estate sale. I don't know. I'll go to one of their shops and see if they had it. But I might stuff that little outfit and just hang it on a hanger. Oh, how cute would that be for somebody to use their imagination? Um, and normally I'm very, very concentrating. I'm highly concentrated when I'm there. It was just overwhelming. The house was still so full. I mean, I'm showing y'all all of this. I still have two things to show y'all. Um, I think it's two. Yes, two things to show y'all. And I've already done one haul that was like 30 minutes. So yeah, it was a bunch. I got a bunch. I know I spent $100 that day. I think I spent $100 that day. But it was well worth it for me. All right, let me show you. I know Cheryl is not here. Cheryl is going to miss out. But y'all, this is a Superior Toy and Novelty made in Korea. It's a squirrel, y'all. It is a squirrel. I want to say it's probably like a carnival prize, but it still has the sticker on for the lips and like the mouth and the nose. These are like little stickers. And then it has the eyes. And this thing is in awesome condition. It has the little tail, all the things. It is in really good condition. It still has its little tag right there. So this is darling. This is absolutely darling. I can't wait to put this out like in the fall. The little tail is in good shape. The fur is in good shape. It's in much better shape than the bunny baby. But oh my gosh, no, you know what? I found a book called Jack, and it's a Jack Russell Terrier on there. So I wanted to show this to Cheryl, but today she's meeting some friends of her daughters. They're going to maybe go on a trip. So I was like, you're going to miss it. So I'll have to show it to her later. But oh my gosh. And he's a big one and he's in excellent condition. They took very good care of their kids' stuff, and they had a lot of kids' stuff there from the 50s and 60s. All right, y'all, the last thing that I'm going to show y'all for today, and while I'm showing you this, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be recording this house clean out sale. And I got there like the last day, but I got a ton of stuff. Only I was paying hardly anything for, and it was an artist house. And I got so much good stuff. Oh my gosh, I spent like $43. I literally at one point was just like, throwing stuff in a pile and they were following me around and it was really good. So I'm going to record part one of that today to show you on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I'm going to do part two. It's just too much to put in one video. You'd be there for over an hour. And I want to do my videos a little bit shorter, but come back next Sunday for another really good haul. All right. So I picked up this bag of toys and pieces. I'm going to let y'all see and then we're going to look at them. I also picked up this jar. Right. Hide him in her purse. And we're going to see what's going to fit because I picked up this jar at that sale for the main purpose of filling it with some fun things. So, right off the bat, they're not a little bouncy. There are two of these bouncy balls. I will put one of them in there. Look at this. You could put them on your um, flower frogs. Check out this. This looks like, is this either acrylic or cellulite? Randy, what do y'all think? Acrylic or cellulite? You can see through it. Let me see. It doesn't glow, does it? It doesn't glow. No, don't. It doesn't really glow. But this is an old die. I'm going to put that in there. Then, let's see. Do any of these glow? I don't think any of these. Oh, hold on. Hold on. freaking out. Hold on. Y'all, it glows. This is glowing. You can't see. I'm going to try to do it, but it does glow. And this one says, hold on, Aladdin Hotel. Aladdin Hotel, but it does glow. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? That's really cool. Does this glow? This one might glow. This little bouncy ball, it might glow. I got to fix my batteries. But this little glitter ball, it might glow. Let me put that on my, will it spit? Oh no, only at the top. All right, what else is in here? We also have little red dye. This is a little baby red dye. We have a teeny tiny little white dye. I do want to clean them up. See how dirty that is? I'm sure somebody was shooting dice on the side of the building. Here, this one's almost foam. That one's really cool. I'm going to throw that one in there. Here is another one that is a different. I have a tall, clear jar of various toy minis. These look pretty cool. Here's a little rounded edge die, which those are later, right, y'all? Those are kind of later. The little square. This is some of these are ivory, but I don't think that one is. That's a little. This one, this is a Harrah's die from. Oh, when it has. Does it have to be? Does it have to be retired in 2028? Is that what the number is? Lake Charles, Louisiana. It does have a hole in it, so it must be that they can't roll with those anymore. But it's dated 2028, so we call those balls super balls when I was a kid. So this is a Harrah's. So tell me if you know, I don't gamble, but they have drilled out the hole and it's got a date. So I think that's the year that they have to be retired or something. That's super cool. There's a big yellow one. That's a really big one. Here's another one of those. And I already put one of those in there. This one is just a regular red one. Here's an orange foam one. So this is foam. Oh no, did this just pop open? It feels like it's going to pop open. Jawbreaker yellow, yeah. This is more foam, and this is the regular, what we would consider a bouncy ball. So I don't know what the difference is. Here's a red one. That one looks like it's been through some things. Here's a white die. A more ivory style one. There's another red, but it's a regular sized. Another ivory. Did I put a red one in there? Let's drop a red one in there. There are some more little square edged. These are the small. And then look how little that is. Look at the difference in the dots. So look. You see that? This one is much smaller. So I got some littles. And then the rounded edge ones, I think the round edge ones are the newer ones. So it looks like I like the little pieces. And then this one is another Aladdin Hotel. Yes, and that does glow. That is a glower. These from Aladdin Hotel, they glow. So I'm gonna have to do some research on those. And they are listed as Aladdin Hotel. They glow. And then I had another little red dye. They had another bag. Here's another regret. They had another bag of those and I didn't get it. I don't know what I was thinking. I think sometimes when I shop, I'm worried that I'm spending too much money. But I'm going to tell you that the glow in the dark dye, I mean, that's going to be a thing. Like as Cheryl says, that's a thing. This is Aladdin Hotel, and the one that is marked, this one. So I don't know if this was like a 2023 from Harrah's, because I think it's what, 5 years, three. It's got to be 2023. It could be newer. But yes, there was other ones, and I didn't pick them up. So I'm going to be filling up, and I thought I'm going to be filling up this jar. If I can, without breaking a nail, pop this off. I know some of them I can pop off. This one's a little tight. I may not be able to. Um, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to put some game pieces, some poker chips, all the things, and it's just going to be a junk jar. I already got the little tag on there because I knew I've got some other pieces. So I'll do like game pieces and then mini toys. But I'm going to put these in my booth. Now, there's a couple that I need to decide about, because this one also does illuminate a little. My flashlight is not doing it. The batteries are dead, but this one does illuminate a little bit. So I didn't see any of the other ones other than the Aladdin one that illuminated, but I'm going to get a couple of game pieces. Like they don't really have board game pieces as much as they used to, but I got all of these in one bag. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a jar out of them, but did not go back and get the other one. So note to self, when you're in an estate sale, pick up the bags of the goodies. I know, right, Bree? Because it would unlock something like Parcheesi, those little pieces, Monopoly pieces, um, the Clue game. Oh, I used to love Clue. But all of that would unlock. I actually have a bag over there that I have started putting littles in, but I can't find these. So I did find one of these, and I think I'm going to start making a couple of those. But y'all, this was part two. And I'm going to say I got some good stuff. Now I spent $100 and it was 50% off day. It was like 100 and something. So I would have spent like 200, but I know that because it was the last day, they started bundling some stuff for me. Just like some little stuff, these little things. Look at that. That is so fabulous. And I know I have an Easter pick. Where the Easter pick is, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, but I remember getting an Easter pick and I was like, hey, this doesn't have a price on it. And I was buying so much, she was like, just put it in there. But that little pastel Easter pick with the metal, that would be cute in here. So I did great. Does anybody have a favorite? Anybody have a favorite? Oh, and I don't remember, y'all shoot me because I don't remember who was interested in this. I want to say it was Miss Helen, but I could be wrong. Somebody was interested in the butterfly. Now, all the words are not there, but I read what I could read off of it. And then I did take the tag off and it came off. The Knotters. She says the Knotters are her favorite, which I've never seen the Knotters salt and pepper shakers that had both and that I could afford. Now, did I pay up for that? Absolutely, even on 50% off day. But I thought both the Knotters were there and they were in great shape and they both had their ears. I was picking it up. I think that it was Miss Helen that asked me about this. So, Miss Helen, if you're watching, let me know. I do have that cleaned up and ready to go. And I know Miss Pamela had asked me, you like the butterfly? Oh, hey, Jennifer, how are you? This butterfly? Um, I cannot keep these in my booth. So I know that I think it was Miss Helen asked me about this when I hauled this, but that's one of the things that I cleaned up and made sure that it wasn't broken and loose. Um, so if you're interested in something from a haul, go ahead and email me, scprincess1@comcast.net. Miss Pamela and them will tell you. Sometimes it takes me a while to get back to you. That's because I do work full time. And it is the end of the year, and ain't no tired like the end of school year tired, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you that right now, because it is nonstop from about now that we have like all these programs that start at 7:30 in the morning, which is what time I'm supposed to be there. I've been at school at 7 o'clock, leaving at 4. Woo-wee, that's a lot. Sometimes I'm leaving after that because programs in the afternoon and all of that. So it's just a busy time of year. And by the time I get home, my social media and social person just, my meter is dead. My meter is dead. I need to take a nap. Lay down, get some water, do all the things. I don't know. I really, really, really like this wall platter. Wall platter. Why do I keep calling it wall planter, wall pocket? Because the birds were in great condition. I mean, for chalkware, yeah, it's great. I did pay up for this mainly because I think I'm going to keep it. But I think that might be my favorite. I thought this was different. I'd never seen one of these before. That was a squirrel. I don't know what it was. I found lots of squirrel and deer that day. So thank y'all for being here today. I think that Steph and them are going live. They're having a sale. So thank y'all for coming, and make sure to join Steph and them if they are. Let's see, are they on there? We'll raid them if they are. We will absolutely raid. Let's see who is live right now. Yes, Kathy, Picasso Cat, and Steph, and Pat Doodles. They're live. So it is kitschy. It is a cool wall pocket. They had a ton of kitsch there left. So y'all, thank y'all for being here. Make sure to watch the videos. Check to make sure that you're subscribed and your notification bells are on. I'm going to be recording a house clean out, garage sale, something. They called it a house clean out. The lady was moving into assisted living. And her son and daughter-in-law were doing a clean out. I got there on the last day and racked up. So I'm going to record that today. Hopefully y'all will see that on Tuesday. If you don't see that on Tuesday, you'll see something else, because I do have some other videos that I have recorded. I just haven't scheduled yet. But hopefully you'll see that part 1 and then the part 2 live next weekend. It was awesome. So thanks so much for being here, y'all. And I will see y'all on YouTube, in the comments and in the chat. So until next time. Y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye. Thanks for coming, y'all. Appreciate you being here today.